Well, today's donkey of the day is
really a donkey.
A sleeping man dreamed someone broke into his home. He fired at the intruder and shot himself, authorities said. A 62-year-old man is facing firearm charges in Illinois. This is Lake County too, so he's close by.
We may know the man.
After authorities say he accidentally shot himself in the leg in his sleep while dreaming that he was defending himself against an intruder in his home.
Does he not know how to use
The man, identified as Mark DeCara of Lake Barrington, used a .357 Magnum revolver that he owned to fire the shot at around 9:50 on April 10th.
Whoa.
The Lake County government said in a news release issued on Tuesday. According to Lake County Sheriff's deputies, on the night of the incident, DeCara dreamed someone was breaking into his home and retrieved the gun to shoot at whomever he believed was the intruder.
Wow.
But when he fired the revolver, DeCara shot himself in the leg and instead woke up from the dream. A subsequent investigation found. Now, authorities also confirmed that during the probe that an attempted burglary did not happen at his house. And there was no intruder in his property.
He was dreaming.
This is the ones that be shooting through doors that you be afraid of. Sheriff deputies responded to the scene after receiving a call reporting a person with a gunshot wound at the residence. They found him when they arrived suffering from a gunshot wound to his leg and losing what they described was a significant amount of blood. He didn't know how to, when we talk about that, you got to stop the bleeding. Mm-hmm. It was later determined that the round discharge from his gun went through the leg and lodged itself into his bedding. So no one else was harmed. Deputies applied a tourniquet, which we said, to the leg after finding him and transporting him to the hospital. During the investigation, authorities realized that DeCara owned and used a revolver despite not having a FOID card, a firearm owner's identification card, which is mandatory in Illinois in order to legally possess a gun. Authorities said that DeCara's identification card had previously been revoked, although they did not share why. He had one and they took his card away from him. I've said this 100 times. You can outlaw an AR-15, you can outlaw anything. It does not mean people are not still going to have them. Now you can say going forward, you can't sell anymore.
What they're saying now.
Right. But we already got enough 5 times per person in this country. The Lake County State's Attorney's Office approved 2 charges for DeCara. The possession of a firearm without a FOID card and reckless discharge of his firearm. They are considering a Class 3 and a Class 4 felony, respectively. He's being held after posting a $150,000 bond, and he's scheduled to appear in court June 29th.
I'm trying to
that man.
How he dreaming? How you shoot your foot? How you pointing a gun in your dream? Because usually when you dreaming, let's just say for sake of argument, he was dreaming. Oh, you gonna point outward.
But how do you go get your gun?
Where was the gun, under his pillow?
It must have been next to him. But here's the thing.
That's crazy.
So that sparked when Charlamagne gave him Donkey of the Day. That sparked the conversation.
What?
One of the guest hosts they had on there, a female, she said, I don't understand. I have a gun, but if you sleep, how do you get your gun and how do you?
You must keep it next to him.
But even in your sleep, how do you fire? Like, how do you pick it up and have the whole mechanism?
Well, people sleepwalk.
So he must sleepwalk.
Yeah.
And then the other one was they started asking the question. I guess they probably wanted people to call in or not. Have you ever done something while you were asleep? And hurt somebody or whatever,
violate somebody.
And DJ Envy said he's punched and I think he hit his wife with something.
I did too.
Oh Lord, that happens.
My college roommate woke me up abruptly one day, and when she took me, I punched her right in her jaw. Boom! Because she scared me. It was the middle of the night.
That was a defense.
So have you ever? have you ever walked in your sleep and hurt somebody or punched somebody? They say a lot of guys in the military do that. The wife will be waking up, he'll wake up choking his wife or something, and they have these flashbacks and things.
I don't like that flashback.
I had a guy, a friend of mine, we grew up on the block together. Oh, handsome Dave, man, he was a handsome man, by everybody's opinion, and he was very brilliant. He went to Vietnam. He came back, I don't know who the hell he was.
Yeah.
So he got himself in trouble, but he got a nice check from the government, so he got under some hard luck. Now, mind you, I knew his whole family. I was friends with his sister, and she was the manager of the Delphonics. And he said, listen, my brother said, let him stay there. When you just need a room for about 3 weeks. I said, okay, I can do that. He paid his money, never gave me no trouble. Matter of fact, he was an excellent cook. He always cooked. So one day I heard this, I went upstairs. He was on his knees. He thought he was in a foxhole. He said, "They're gonna kill me!"
You thought he was in a foxhole.
And my friend had told me, if he ever acts it out, don't touch him because he will F you up.
Yeah.
I just backed up.
A lot of people
then he vomit all over the floor and laid in it. I was like, oh my God.
So that was
brilliant. Before he left, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
He was in that Agent Orange. And he came back, he was messed up. It was sad. It was a sad sight to see somebody that handsome and that intelligent and a good person.
Yeah.
Messed him up.
Well, that was the donkey of the day.
The donkey for me is not so much having the gun, the fact that he didn't have the gun
it's not registered.
It wasn't registered. So that's a big donkey.
And his card was revoked and he still had his gun.
And another donkey was, okay, you're dreaming, you're in a moment, you think of somebody trying to steal from you or whatever. How you shoot your foot?
Thank you. Your leg.
Your leg. So,
now going back to what people saying, Speak Christ says, love one another.